Learning Planet Institute in Paris, which we at the United Nations University fully support. I will speak about how artificial intelligence is requiring us to evolve and how these changes require adjustments also to our learning systems. As the COVID pandemic engulfed the world, AI proliferated alongside it. We were called to adapt globally as these changes happened rapidly and soon became commonplace in the workplace. Though there had long been predictions about this shift from futurists, the future of work has arrived and much quicker than anticipated. Since 2020, the use of AI has become increasingly widespread. People are calling for a learning revolution to keep up with the scope and breadth of changes. These are, however, some considerations for such a revolution. For example, how do we ensure inclusivity and diversity in this change, particularly as AI increasingly emanates from the global north? It is apparent that the fourth industrial revolution, which encompasses AI developments, is somewhat skewed, and that there is less representation in the global south. This requires more inclusive and representative data sets to train and inform algorithms, to reduce bias. One of my recent research interests at the United Nations University is the use of synthetic data. That means data created by algorithms that reproduce some structural and statistical properties of real-world data that can address challenges such as data set scarcity, privacy, and bias issues, and raise concerns about data quality, security, and ethical implications. Embracing synthetic data in tandem with real data allows for the development of AI systems that are both robust and ethically sound, fostering innovation while respecting privacy concerns. Additionally, there needs to be further exploration and implementation of techniques that identify and mitigate biases. To achieve this, collaboration with AI researchers and institutions globally is required to incorporate diverse cultural and linguistic nuances in the models. Another issue I have worked on recently is cross-border data flow. As we consider what collaboration entails, it is clear that data flows facilitate worldwide access to extensive and varied data sets. The unrestricted flow of data across borders has the potential to empower nations in the global south, driving economic growth, enhancing access to crucial services, and advancing sustainable development. It offers the means to bridge the gap between the global south with the global north. Of course, there needs to be a push towards establishing and adhering to ethical guidelines that accompany the development and deployment of AI systems with a focus on fairness, transparency, and accountability. Our shifting context also necessitates a shift in our education systems. Here we must not only embrace technology, but actively learn about it. As our world becomes more intertwined with AI and related technologies, understanding these concepts and the convergence between sectors and technology becomes increasingly important. What is required is a forward-thinking curriculum that equips students to navigate the complexity of a technology-driven world and understand the future world of work. A transformative shift in the skills required is imperative, with the emphasis on communication, logical reasoning, and numerical proficiency starting at the school level. These foundational skills should seamlessly integrate into coding, computational thinking, and the comprehensive problem-solving approach. And I am impressed here, particularly by the suggestion by the Learning Planet Institute and the pilots and programs the Institute is undertaking. Higher education must adopt a multidisciplinary approach, merging science and technology with human and social science, aligned with industry needs. Investment in large-scale skill development projects is also essential. These investments should be scalable to create an exponential pipeline of skilled individuals, ensuring alignment with market demands. While a significant challenge lies in equipping the vast unskilled population, particularly in the global south, there must be an equal emphasis on enhancing the skills of the existing workforce. Thus, alongside the reconfiguration of formal education systems, short-term interventions are essential for upskilling and reskilling the current workforce. We can no longer view education as finite. Rather, we must consider it as a lifelong process. We cannot and should not rest on our laurels, particularly in the realm of education. We must redefine the parameters as these changes unfold. As Nazir Karim, who has extensively researched the interaction between the fourth industrial revolution and education, once said, and I quote, "There is a need to engage with the fourth industrial revolution critically and what it will mean in relation to where we are and what will be required of us educationally to ensure that it is we as human beings who will direct the ways the fourth industrial revolution will unfold, rather than technology directing the way we need to think and be," close quote. These must remain at the fore of our minds as we embrace this revolution and adapt. In conclusion, and quoting Isaac Asimov, education is not something that you can finish. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.